look like Chex Mix is post up, be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face, your chain is a neck. Go that, please don't go that, me, left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, me. I had to hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach, I'm block over short, I'm popping down Miami Beach, pull up like LeBron with the heat, I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit, bitch at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there, I whip a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that, I call up Cohen, Brianna, been parking their top box seats, I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Bar. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like tigers.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
Touchback.
Let's go. What's down, Chad? Talk to me.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, cool.
This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A-Chain here, they stay on the ground. And the defense closes.
That nigga compliant to that bitch.
Look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them.
Good defense. They let him play both of them niggas with Kyle Hamilton. Good defense. Good shit. Bro, why was they on top of each other, bro? Why the fuck would they on top of each other, though, brother?
And this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter.
Get it back in your blood, defense.
And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Yo.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Jackson will throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
All right, come on. Let's go.
That's complete once again to Hopkins. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Well, the Ravens are going to have a first.
That nigga moving that bitch. My defense looking. Fine.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting the runner across the goal line. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
We ain't BMO with it.
To kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go. Turn this bitch up. But why have I been doing that?
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time.
That boy got Kyle Hamilton in the middle.
A touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the completion.
Look at this fool ass shit.
And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. Now it's Tua.
Oh, I see what niggas talking about. I see what niggas talking about. Dude's 6'5" playing middle linebacker.
You start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year. I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple...
Niggas gonna learn. Don't throw no corner out on me, bro.
Things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
You look, I got jammed up. That would have been a pick.
Mark Andrews there, and now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket.
Thank you.
And it'll be intercepted.
Come on. Locking offense. We've been looking ass the last 2 weeks. No cap, Perso. We gotta finish strong. Turn me up, gang. We gotta finish strong for sure.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive Dallas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Deron Payne in there to get him, and then he's sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
What is 9 doing? They didn't even let me click on this shit, bro. Madden, jeez.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. It's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give up the middle to H.A. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down.
Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button. I can't see my icon. How are you wide open?
4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense is not going to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Tua on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's wide.
Gotta wait a second with that little bitch. That bitch Kyle Hamilton sitting on that shit.
1st and goal. They gotta be
We just gotta
chance to get right back
calm it down to it. We good. Get in there. That's just my luck, bro.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. Through an opening, and there he goes.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. That could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
I should have seen him. I was in there.
Not before he takes it inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right.
That's a dodge. That nigga Mark Andrews. Come on, bro. He took off from. Come on, bro.
37 yards. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
That throw was crazy, bro. Lamar like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you niggas.
To kick it away following the touchdown. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now he's going to get this
shout out to you, Ryan.
Inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's caught by Chosen. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens 33-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now swing this out wide. Here's O'Shea.
Shout out to you. Crazy thing is, it's a different play though. That's not even the same play, just the same concept.
In motion comes the tight end left. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
And they dropped it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, middle. You at X. No, we changed it.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
Facing fourth down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taking it about the 36. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Tua now on first down.
To the left side and taken in by Chosen.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Now Tua going to change the play.
On second down, Tua. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That one goes for 30 yards. Jackson escaping the pressure right.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a round is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, Carter, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now Jackson on second down.
He's got it.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary, a clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Bro, call him, bro.
And trouble there on
That's why I told niggas last night before I played him.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out
Bro.
of bounds.
Well, I know
This
sitting
nigga
up
Kyle
here,
Hamilton
and I'm
jumping at the
looking at
line.
you, and you're looking at me, and I know
I'm
we're
on
both
top
thinking the
of
same
it.
thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the
Crazy.
sidelines? Because
I
unless
mean,
you're
granted, I
intentionally
guess you
doing
gotta
it for
do
some
it.
reason,
Right, though.
well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Taken down at the 42. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not, and right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Again, it's A.J. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's who is going to change things up. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Out route to Hill, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st down, Dolphins.
Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to claw one back. And now they'll shift things around. Tua going to try and throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham, 45 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Two and now on 1st down. They complete it to him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
That ball caught. It's chosen. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robbie Chosen, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Flushed out right.
Bro, why didn't I even
This one is incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Jackson now. Rolling to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 70. And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From midfield, here's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30. And now they're in the hurry up.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 30 yards. And the Ravens continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the
fourth. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Change it. Hey, middle.
Jackson eluding the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Ravens first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Now it's Jackson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it's Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Tucker now to add the point after.
It's crazy. I couldn't
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Berrios now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And bringing it in right side here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Jackson on the give to Downs. Powering his way forward. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On play action, here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now Tua. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Dolphins 38.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this,
to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
21G. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Yeah. Corner, long. All right, let's go. Number 1, high.
They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game.
Report.
You can score on these guys.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens,
they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.
right now. He's so fast, bro. That nigga 6'5", bro. That's how he got that thing. He got that height. That nigga is. Yeah, bro. What the fuck? That's crazy work. Damn. What was I looking at? I see what it is. I don't know why I caught on so late. That's why I gotta, like I just said yesterday, I gotta stop fucking smoking. My first nerve to stop with the college. So I can have I come in too cool. So that's what you have me too, like, everything. So I be. That was just a bad read. I don't know who I was looking at. I see what I was looking at, and I see where he at. So why would I keep saying right? That's bad. That's a bad read. Yeah, no, really.
can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick in it. Tie forward and spill like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time.
We out of here. This time next week.